Hello, this is Donata Guerra again of Bordeaux Lane Studio. I promised I would come back and discuss the Egyptian symbol of the Eye of Horus. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this if you've gone to museum exhibits or you've read up a little bit on ancient Egyptian mythology. And I showed you this the other day, and I happen to have this in several colors, gray and black, but it is an Italian ceramic piece. Why Italian? Well, there is a little bit of a connection between Italy and Egypt in terms of Egyptian artifacts. And my interest began many years ago at the Egyptian Museum in Torino, Italy. This is in the north of Italy in Piemonte. There's an incredible collection of ancient Egyptian artifacts, and the museum has been lovingly refurbished and restored for your viewing pleasure in about the last 8 years. One of the things you will see about the Eye of Horus is that it is painted on ancient Egyptian sarcophagi. The eye represented the eye of the falcon god Horus. He was in a fight with an evil entity. He lost his eye, and consequently it does represent good over evil, or good fighting to defend itself against evil. Now, for whatever purpose one might wear a talisman, again, my interest is solely in the world cultural aspects and the connection to the culture at hand. The other interesting thing about the Eye of Horus is how it appeared in Egyptian jewelry. And a few years ago, I went to the Grimaldi Forum in Monaco. They just happened to be having the exhibit, The Gold of the Pharaohs, and we were up at the Villa Ephrussi Rothschild, and I told my husband, let's get down there. I have to see this exhibit. And it was absolutely wonderful. And one of the things on exhibit were bracelets, and these are watercolors I did. I was inspired by the fact that the Eye of Horus was central to the design, that there were inlaid semi-precious pieces, and I thought, well, that's a really beautiful piece of jewelry, and it might be fun to try a watercolor and watercolor pencil. Here's a different version of it I did, and I just fell in love with that. By the way, there is a relationship to fractions in Egyptian mathematics, so you might be able to find some information on that on the internet. I also decided that I would do some watercolor versions of the pendant itself. I just love the contrast between the white and the blue, and I decided to introduce a red one. What would happen if I were able to get that ceramic going myself? But these are very enjoyable, and it's a lot of fun to, again, explore different world cultures, to find out how people felt or thought about things in that time. And there is a little bit of a relationship. If you look at the eye on the sarcophagus, looking out and viewing people who were left behind as the deceased passed into the afterlife, in other religions, in other cultures, there is also an interconnectedness that these cultures try to express between the living and the dead. And that's the way the ancient Egyptians did it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to showing you some of the jewelry up close in the next video. Thank you. Bye.